Hello, in this video I'll be showing you how I created this teddy bear using a Teddy's chocolate orange. The first thing I did was prepare the chocolate orange, and I did this by checking to see if any of them had loose segments, and the ones which did, I placed some chocolate in the microwave, melted it down, placed that in a piping bag, and keeping the chocolate orange in the foil, just placed it through the centre and left to set. To make the teddy bear, I used red fondant, brown for the colour of the bear, and some black, all in fondant. I've got some icing sugar, a little bit of water and a paintbrush. I'm also going to cheat and use some piping tips, bit of cocktail stick works too, the chocolate orange, rolling pin, sharp knife and a balling tool. The first thing I did was roll out that red fondant, and I left it fairly thick just to hide any imperfections from the Teddy's chocolate orange. With a little bit of water on the back of that fondant, I gently placed it over the chocolate orange and carefully worked it down the sides using my thumb and stretching it from underneath until the majority of the fondant was at the bottom, and then using a sharp knife removed all the excess and gently smoothing it down with my fingers. For the next part, you can pick whatever colour fondant you want your teddy bear's face to be. I just went with traditional brown and started by making an oval and keep referring to your chocolate orange in size to the face. For my teddy bear's face, I made it a bit fatter at the bottom and thinner at the top, and just used a little bit of water to attach that over the red. And then use your cocktail stick to making some scratches into that fondant, and this will just create a fur effect. I only used the piping tip because it was quicker than using the cocktail stick. I decided to add some white fondant to my brown to make the nose area stand out a little bit more, and then just rolled a small oval and using that cocktail stick, marked in a line in the centre and placed that on using a little bit of water. To make the nose, I took a small amount of the red fondant, rolled it into a teardrop shape, and on the fat end just flattened it ever so slightly and used the cocktail stick to make an indent to turn it into a heart shape, and then again just attaching that by water. Next, I used the balling tool to make two little indents for eyes. If you don't have a balling tool, don't worry, you can use the back of your paintbrush or your little finger just to make a little dint, which just allows them eyes to sit nice and flush. As you can see, to make the eyes, it was some black fondant rolled into two little balls and attached by the water. To make the ears, I simply rolled out some of that brown fondant, cut off both the edges, flattened it ever so slightly with my fingers, placed them on, and once I was happy with the size, using the piping tip or the cocktail skewer, just marked the back of the ears. I attached them with water, and once they were in place, I went over the front of the ears with the piping tip again. And to make the horns, I took some black fondant, rolled them into a point and measured them against the teddy bear's head to a size I was happy with, and cut them to size and attached by using a little bit of water. And once they were in place, I tried to curve them inwards ever so slightly. To make the teddy bear's arms, I used some red fondant, rolled into a thin strip, cut it on an angle so it'd sit round the back of the chocolate orange. Did the exact same with the brown, but cut small little pieces and attached them with the piping tip to create fur. I decided to give this little bear a pitchfork, and I did that by using the black fondant, just taking it and rolling it into some thin strips. Just trying to